when I say the wickedness in our hearts as Nigerians is very much like it's too big. It tends to be like I'm against everybody in the country or anything. I'm not saying I'm righteous, I'm not saying I'm holy, but I'm just saying it. We are very wicked in this country. This is a simple thing. You don't just come out and take away fuel subsidy, pap, just like that. It is impossible. You understand? You don't just do that. You're supposed to align with these guys. Hey, bro. Hey, these guys. These oil mongers, you guys should come. How are we going to do about this? You know, we want to move this country to a better place. We want to make sure this country go to a better nation. That is my goal. I want us to, everybody is involved. Let's move this country to a better place. I want to take away this fuel subsidy. Let's talk. How can you guys help me so that this thing can be perfect and can go well? You didn't have this meeting with this guy. You just came out, spilled the beans out of the jar, and then now these guys have increased the prices of those fuel to the way it's supposed to be, to the normal price, and now the whole country is suffering it. And you being the president, you're not doing anything to help us. Before taking away fuel subsidy, you are supposed to first of all make a provision for the increment of the minimum wage of the citizens. You didn't increase the minimum wage of the citizens, and yet you went ahead and take away the fuel subsidy. And these guys are selling fuel at the normal price for everybody. And how do you expect us to survive? To survive on the previous minimum wage? Meanwhile, you didn't increase the minimum wage. So this is a simple thing. This is politics. It's a win-win. If these guys are really ready for this country to change, everybody is really ready and not just wicked and concerned about their personal pockets, then that is when you see the president will come. Talk to these guys, these petroleum bosses, these oil guys. Look out, let us come and change this country. Let us make this country look a better place. Are you guys with me? That is my agenda. And then these guys will be like, okay, this is what we'll do here. We want to work with you. We'll make it to a way whereby you are not going to lose as a country, as a leader, and we as well as businessmen, we're not going to lose. You understand? It should be a win-win. Them too, they should have the country at heart to help and change the country. You understand? They should have that love for the country. By the time they say, okay, we want to make the country go forward, we're not going to increase the fuel. I know we are going to lose a lot in our businesses, but it is for the betterment of the country. We're not going to sell this fuel to the high price of citizens. Mr. President, go ahead and take away the subsidy. By you taking away the subsidy, Mr. President, we know that you're supposed to allocate these funds into infrastructures, into so many things. Are you getting me? You're gonna make sure you do that. But you didn't have a meeting with these guys. You just came, spilled the beans out of the jar, and then now these guys have increased the price. You didn't have a backup plan for citizens to sustain this fuel subsidy era by increasing the minimum wage. And now we are buying 1 liter, 500, 600 naira, and you expect us to be calm as citizens. Why? If it is not the wickedness and the greediness from your hands as the president, it is the wickedness and the greediness. Tell us, how are we going to believe you that yes, you have the citizens and the country at heart to change this country? Meanwhile, you can't even provide a means to increase our minimum wage. These funds that you removed, these subsidy funds, what are you using it for? Yes, we know you are tired. You guys, the government are tired of paying these guys these funds. What are you going to use these funds for? It is for the betterment of the country, for infrastructures. Why can't you increase the minimum wage of the citizens? Increase that minimum wage of the citizens. Increase it, because these guys are killing us in this prices of fuel. Increase that minimum wage. This is simple politics. I really don't understand. It's supposed to be a win-win. These guys are not supposed to sell this fuel. If only sell this fuel at this big price. If only you came to a conclusion and like a mutual agreement with them. As they might be like, okay, we might sell the fuel per liter 400, 450. 400, 450. You've already increased the minimum wage as well. Citizens are not going to feel this heat. And you're also channeling these funds into the infrastructure that you have promised that you are using them for. It's a very simple thing, Mr. President. But this thing you are doing clearly shows us that whatever you are doing is for greed and it's for your own personal interest. It is wickedness and it makes no sense. Nigeria, we got to speak, not just fighting in the filling stations. Look at what I'm watching. They are fighting in filling stations, killing themselves, fighting. It makes no fucking sense. We got to speak up. That's the best thing to do. Let's speak up.